Hey everybody, hope you are all doing great. I haven't come to you with a formal video from the office in a couple of weeks. Things have been a little bit crazy, but I wanted to today because there was something that came across as a news item that was too good not to share, especially considering it goes right hand in hand with the last video I did, or maybe the one before. But it's my favorite topic of all, and that's Zillow. This is kind of, it's kind of a funny story, but it's kind of not, because it is a perfect example of what I've been talking about for as long as I can remember at this point now, at least a year. So let's look at it. It's a news story. Just came out. Actually, it broke this afternoon. And there's a lot of articles on it from a lot of different sources. This article is from Barron's, sort of the stock and investment trade. The author is Shana Mishkin. I want to make sure I get that right. Okay, so here's the news. Basically today, Zillow released their earnings report, and their stock is up 11%, which is a huge amount based on this earnings report. It's a little funny because they still posted a huge loss, a huge loss, but it was a smaller loss than what investors were expecting. So the stock shot up. The reason that the loss wasn't as big as what they thought it was supposed to be, they attribute it mostly to their iBuyer program, which is what I've been talking about, again, forever, where they buy your house for a lot less than it's worth and then turn around and sell it for what it really is worth, and then they pocket all that money themselves. So let's just go through real quick the article. It says, Zillow Group stock is up nearly 11% in after-hours trading following the company's fourth quarter earnings report. The company posted fourth quarter total consolidated revenue of $944 million, beating analyst estimates of 815. So they made about 130 million more than what the analysts thought they were going to. And that was just for the quarter. That was just the last quarter. That's not for the year. That's $944 million in one quarter. It says the company also beat on operating profit, posting a loss of $3.2 million instead of the estimated $33 million. Now that's interesting. The street thought that they were going to lose only $33 million, but turns out they really only lost a little over $3 million. I guess if you're expecting to lose 33 and only lose 3, you're doing all right. It says investors had their eyes on the company's internet, media, and tech segment, which is home to Zillow's profitable Premier Agent business. The segment posted revenue of $320 million for the fourth quarter, slightly beating its prior outlook according to Zillow. And I could do an entire video on the Premier Agent business that's speaking of, and I might actually, but not today. Zillow's Homes segment, which encompasses Zillow Offers, which is the company's iBuying business, which is what we're talking about, posted revenue of $603 million, beating Zillow's prior outlook of revenue between $463 million and $590 million. So even on the high end of Zillow's own estimate, they were around $13 million higher than that. And again, that comes from the Zillow Offers, which is what the iBuyer thing is called that they use. Let's see. This is a quote from the CEO. It says, in all, I'd characterize 2019 as tumultuously remarkable. We're in the midst of a multi-year expansion to rewire real estate transactions and streamline how our customers buy, sell, rent, and borrow. That dramatically expands our market opportunity and profit potential. And then it just goes on to say there's a conference call tomorrow with investors. So what we've got here is that a huge segment. Let's look at that. The revenue was $944 million total for the quarter. Of that, 603, almost 604 million came from the iBuyer category. So 2/3 basically of their revenue for the entire quarter came from the business of paying people less than what their house is worth, moving them out, reselling it on the open market, getting a fair market value, and then putting all that money into their pocket. So all this talk of, yeah, Zillow gives pretty good offers. No, I thought it was a fair offer. Yeah, no, I think with the time consideration and stuff, we got it's not in their business model to pay people what their homes are really worth. They would go out of business if they were paying people what their homes were worth. It's just the way it is. And I know most of you who watch anything I do by now know that, and we're kind of like our own little sewing circle at this point. But every once in a while, someone who hasn't seen this topic before does watch one of my videos or something I post or something somebody else posts, and it's new information to them. So first of all, like I say, thank you for watching this, and thank you for always coming to me and trusting me with everything real estate related that you need. But also do me a favor, and not just for my benefit, but for the benefit of people you know who may not know this information. Make sure they know, because the home is, for almost everybody, is going to be the biggest investment that they are ever going to own, period. And it's just a shame that there are companies out there, Zillow being the biggest among them right now, that are basically making an entire industry off of cheating people out of the equity that they have spent years and decades building, all for the price of either convenience, which is not really convenient, we've talked about that before, or a lie, if you want to take the more harsh term of it, because there's nothing fair or free market or fair market about what they're doing with people and their houses. So anyway, like I said, I just saw that come across today. I saw a Zillow story, and it was too perfect not to share and go into. So anyway, as always, thanks so much for watching and listening and following me and trusting me, and for everything real estate related. Buying, selling, having a conversation, anywhere in the process. Please contact me direct. All my information is in the video description. And have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.